Let's bring in Raza Rumi, who's a policy analyst, author and journalist. He joins me live from New York. Welcome to you, Raza. First of all, why make this public statement, the Information Minister of Pakistan, letting everybody know he thinks there's an attack coming? What's the purpose behind that?
I think the purpose is obviously to make the public aware of the impending danger that any such attacks cause to local populations, because it is widely anticipated in Pakistan and perhaps outside Pakistan as well that after the tragic Pahalgam attacks a few days ago, India is going to strike and do some retaliation because India is convinced, without, of course, presenting any conclusive evidence, that Pakistan was behind those attacks in the disputed region of Jammu and Kashmir. And so Pakistani government and its establishment have been calculating as to what moves Indians could make. And the minister has also said that they have credible intelligence that India is preparing to strike. And today, earlier, the Indian Prime Minister also met with the armed forces and their chiefs and sort of delegated the responsibility for them to find out the way. He gave them a license, a carte blanche, for example, to launch a military strike. In other words, he did not announce it, so that is important to note, but certainly he delegated it to the military. And so that's why Pakistan is on high alert, and it's extremely unfortunate, in any normal region, the two countries would have talked to each other, they would have discussed the evidence and perhaps taken measures accordingly. But here we see no such, understanding or cooperation. Instead, it's a one-sided attack by the Indian media and Indian government, holding Pakistan responsible and now planning, according to Pakistani government, an attack on Pakistan.
Given the fact that there have been several wars in recent history between these two countries, does that make it more likely that that India might strike, which one would think could easily lead to another war?
Unfortunately, that's the biggest challenge here. There have been three major wars and many smaller, skirmishes and conflict episodes. The last one was about 5-6 years ago, where again India launched some limited airstrike over what it called alleged camps of militants or terrorists, as India calls, and it sort of celebrated those strikes, even though there was not much evidence on ground whether actually Indian strikes had any impact. But if they do that, then Pakistan is definitely going to retaliate. The last time Pakistan again, it actually shot down one Indian aircraft and held captive one Indian pilot who was returned after 24 hours back to India. So Pakistan is ready to respond and retaliate. And then the escalation ladder, as you know, in conflict time goes up, and thereby making the possibility of a full-scale war rather real.
Raza, appreciate you coming on to give us your analysis. Policy analyst and journalist Raza Rumi, my guest.